What is going on out there, peeps? All right, did you guys know there was a Tesla token? Yeah. Don't you think that's weird that Elon Musk is pumping Bitcoin and Dogecoin and there's a Tesla coin? We'll get into that here in just a moment. You guys know you should be stacking up on gold and silver, especially right now. You need something outside of the system before the doo-doo hits the fan, if you get my drift. Anyways, when you go to buy gold or silver, check out our friends over at Money Metals Exchange. The link is down below in the description. If you are a first-time buyer and you spend more than $100, use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and you will get a free half ounce of silver. For those of you looking for my address, there it is. And you guys know I have an alternative website where I can post stuff that I can't put here on YouTube. Just so you aware, there are new videos that are up here now. That's for sure. There's testimonies. We have the latest and the greatest on the audits. People were asking me about this. That is up there now. So there are some good things on there. Go ahead and check them out. Come on over here. Just remember the proceeds go to Finding Life's Purpose Foundation. All right, so let me go ahead and refresh because it looks like gold and silver are moving. Of course, it's on a Sunday. So finally, it's moving again. So still around the $1,800 mark, and believe it or not, it was a little bit lower than this, and it's now going back up. So it looks like silver is up at 2026. We'll see what happens at 10 o'clock tomorrow, our time. It seems like right around 10 o'clock, something happens and the price drops. Cryptocurrencies creeping up slowly but surely. I've been anticipating them making some kind of run, and they still have not yet. My guess is that now that the Bitcoin mining facilities are starting to get up and start running, you're going to see more hash rates. Therefore, yeah, you can see cryptos are starting to make a push today. I'm just sticking to the two. That's it. No others. It's up to you what you're going to do. Anyways, there's a Tesla token. I was talking to somebody about it, and they were not aware of it. So I thought, wow, I know people are high on Elon Musk, especially in our group, when it comes to the Dogecoin and anything else that he does. So here's Tesla's token. Here it is. I will leave the link so you guys can come in here, read more about it, especially go to the white paper so I can tell you what it does. But I can give you a quick tutorial on it right here. This guy talks about it. I'll just play part of it briefly so you can hear what it is.
So Binance just released tradable smart tokens for underlying stock, and naturally the first company to be offered is Tesla. Now this is potentially the start of a major paradigm shift in how we think about owning traditional stocks, but the current iteration of this technology is still somewhat limited. So in today's episode, we're going to explore both the pros and the cons of this potentially revolutionary blockchain technology. Welcome to Big Idea Investing. It's your host, Dylan Loomis. So how this is going to work: one stock token of Tesla is going to equal one underlying share of Tesla stock. It's pretty simple, but this does also allow token holders to own fractional shares of Tesla, up to 1/100th of a share. So with Tesla trading today at about $700 per share, that means you could own as little as $7 worth of Tesla stock.
Nice. So in other words, it's like cryptocurrencies. Here's a lot of things. People are trying to jump into cryptocurrencies and they don't have any knowledge about it. So they go, oh man, I want Bitcoin, but it's too expensive. I said, well, you can still buy Bitcoin. They don't realize that you could buy portions of these tokens. In other words, if you only have $100, you want to buy $100 worth of Bitcoin, you can. And, once it gets up in total value that's equal to one Bitcoin, then you own a full Bitcoin. But you could buy portions of all cryptocurrencies. So what they're doing now, it looks like Tesla's token represents one share of Tesla stock. And since with tokens, you are allowed to buy fractionals like I was just talking about. If you can't afford a $700 share of Tesla's stock, you could buy a fraction of, which is a pretty slick thing to do.
Stock owning one of these Tesla stock tokens. But of course, fractional share ownership is nothing new. There are plenty of platforms that are already offering this technology. So what's the point of these stock tokens? It's a good question. To start though, it allows Binance account holders to access both the cryptocurrency markets and the traditional stock markets, so far just for Tesla, all in one account. Think about the future where you can trade all of your investments, both cryptocurrency and any traditional stock, in the same account, simplifying the number of different accounts you need to have.
Be careful being on Binance. Coinbase now, if I was reading this right, has the Tesla stock. So if you are on Coinbase, here it is, Coinbase wallet. Scan with the Coinbase wallet to connect. I believe it's being offered on there. There it is again. Oh, you may see us soon on Coinbase. Okay, but there is a way you could scan something to get all your information transferred over in order for you to, start getting these tokens. But so this is actually buying shares. So the token it represents a portion of a share of Tesla stock. Nice.
Tax reporting, gains, losses, everything in one place. It's just a future prospect that is indeed very promising. And many people in the blockchain space knew that this day was coming, where we would start tokenizing underlying traditional stock shares. Reason being, the hope was that we could trade these stocks 24/7 using these tokens, not being limited by the typical 9:30 to 4 p.m. stock market hours. So while in the future, hopefully Binance can offer that feature with Tesla stock tokens and future companies that are offered, for now, unfortunately, Tesla stock tokens will only trade during the open hours of the NASDAQ. So that is one limitation. However, you should be encouraged because there are already other exchanges like FTX and Bittrex Global that do allow tokenized trading 24/7 of underlying stock shares. And sadly for now, residents of the United States, mainland China, and Turkey will not have access to these Tesla stock tokens on the Binance exchange, not yet at least. But if you are a resident in one of those places, don't click away just yet because, as mentioned, this technology is revolutionary. It's just the beginning of it, and eventually we will see this in the United States.
Again, Binance is under big trouble here in the United States. China has stopped and made cryptocurrencies no good. You're not allowed to trade any cryptocurrencies there. You know this. So it's very limited. The platforms, again, I got to bring this up. If any one country starts embracing blockchain technology with the cryptocurrencies, when other countries are outlawing it and allowing people from other countries to get in on this platform regardless, and you're able to tax it, ooh, man, you can make a lot of money because people want the cryptocurrencies, especially if you start doing stuff like linking it to shares of Tesla. So again, one token equals one share. You don't have to buy an entire share. You can buy fractions of the tokens. It's just the same with anything else on there. You have Ether scan. You can see over here is where you can check out on what's going on. Here's the transactions and hash rates, or hash method they're transferring, age and how old, from where. So this comes from a Tesla token deployer. This is how many. So you can keep track of the transactions. There's the official website, which I'm already on, and I'll send it to you. Fully diluted, yeah, market cap, there you go. So what is the price? Okay, so that's what I was looking for, my bad. So is this right? So it is $2.40 per token. That seems awfully low if this is supposed to represent a full share of Tesla stock, if you get my drift. Anyways, I saw this come in, and once again, these people are not your friend. Anybody talking from Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, anybody on the news feeding you this crap are not your friend. They're trying to drive down the price of Bitcoin, once again, accumulation stage if you look at the Wyckoff chart. So you have one that goes up and down like it has, where it climbs up to astronomical numbers, and then comes down and you lose a ton of money. But if you know what you're watching for next time, you'll be able to make a ton of money. So they're trying to, it looks like, because this is from July 9th, once again, driving down the value because people read this and they panic and they sell. Then they accumulate it all, drive the price up, catch all the speculators and bandwagoners jumping on. Then they sell, dropping the market down, and it's a vicious cycle. They do that a lot with stocks in the first place. It says there is no reason for investors to buy Bitcoin right now, according to that Guggenheim Investments, the world's largest cryptocurrency, is in the midst of a collapse that can take you to as low as 10,000, Meinert said in the interview. When we look at the history of cryptocurrencies and we see where we are, I really think that there's a probability a crash. And a probability of a crash, we just saw a crash. It just went from 64,000 down to 30,000 recently, and now it's starting to climb back up. So it says a crash that would mean that it would lower down 70 to 80%. So that's what they're talking about. It dropping down 70 to 80%, down to around $10,000-$15,000 is where they're talking about. See, again, it's just my opinion that they're trying to drive the value down. It could be that's what they're doing. So we'll see that. But again, don't trust what they're doing. If that's the case, let them drive it down. Then you jump on that bandwagon. But yeah, it's just, and I wouldn't trust so much that they're even doing that. It could be they're just trying to keep people away from the current price and then driving it up. Bitcoin is currently around 33,300. We see that it's starting to creep up a little bit now. It's at 34,290. Roughly 50% below where it was. The price drop is due to a number of factors, such as increasing regulatory scrutiny from China. No, they just banned it. And the UK, yes, an environmental impact on cryptocurrency mining. Yeah, I mean, to me, this is all just excuses, mumbly and jumbly. But this is what they do to gold and silver. This is part of the ways that they go ahead and manipulate the market. It's not just the fact that they spoof the accounts, but they put out articles like this and it scares everybody away and people start selling out of panic. You sell, they pick up cheap, they ride the wave up. So do you, buying in way too late when it's most expensive. They make their money, they jump out. It's an ongoing vicious cycle. So anyways, look, here it is. So this so-called expert says, hey, it's going to go down to 10,000. Guess who else says this? JP Morgan is confident Grayscale's July unlockings will crush Bitcoin below 25,000. So, JP Morgan point of view, the unlocking of the product could trigger a major sell-off for investors who have been holding for longer than 6 months. JP Morgan strategist wrote. So again, you got JP Morgan on here telling you that the market's going to crash. Remember, I showed you that article where you saw Jamie Dimon telling everybody don't buy the token. It isn't worth crap. The price dropped down. Then they went and they did some slick crap. They went over to England and bought the Bitcoin there. They bought it cheap and rode it up. So you can't trust these people, man. This is the thing that I'm sick of. And the more you learn about it, the more we should get sick of it and start really complaining. And that is these people coming on that we're supposed to trust are telling us the truth. That's including politicians or medical doctors or people in finance. They just lie to your face. And they're able to control the masses when it comes to how to manipulate them. And they're really good at it. And so they benefit financially from it. So that's why you got to be very careful. So if you're into cryptocurrency and you have that much faith in it, it shouldn't matter what the hell these people are saying. It shouldn't matter at all. Hold if that's the case. Buy on the dip. This is it. It was a dip. It actually got down to, I believe, 31 or 30,000. Now look, it's up to 34. I'm anticipating a run here. So there is at 30,000. And that was on June 22nd. Then again, I think almost here on June 26th. Let's get over here somewhere closer. 32 on July the 8th. It's starting to slowly but surely creep up quietly. It's not making big waves like it did before where it's jumping up by thousands of dollars every day. There's plenty of reasons not to trust cryptocurrencies. I've expressed every one of them. But there is reason to believe if done properly, gold, silver, along with Bitcoin and Ethereum, I think could really make a huge, huge impact against the very banking people we're talking about. So, Yes, people, Tesla has a token. I will leave the link for this. I will leave a link to this guy's video so he can explain it to you a little bit more. And these articles, just be careful of them. This is really their tactic. They do this all the time. They try to scare people out of the asset so it drops. Then they buy it cheap and they make out like a bandit. Especially when JP Morgan them tell you what to do the opposite. It usually benefits you. All right? So that's it for now. I just wanted to talk about that. Tesla does indeed have their own token and is supposed to represent a share. But you'll learn more about it. I will leave the information there for you to look into. But here's the bigger question. If Tesla has its own token, how come we're not seeing Elon Musk push the Tesla token? Why is he pushing the Dogecoin and Bitcoin? You ever wonder about that? It makes you, if I'm a person that's thinking about investing into the Tesla token, I would have to second guess it on account of why isn't the one person who's the big dog of the company helping push his own token? All right. Anyways, I'm sure you guys might have the answer. Put it down in the comment. If so, yeah, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so because when you do, it helps out the channel. And I surely do appreciate it. And I'll catch you all later. I'm out.